What's going on, guys? I've been asked to do a video on how to rig tubes. You guys heard me say before that tubes are my favorite bait to fish. They're my confidence bait. When nothing else works, the tube will always catch fish. Some of the ones I like to use, probably my favorite one is the 4-inch tube. This is before they went to the F2 scent. Now they're just a little bit bigger. They're a little smaller in this series. I like that better. And they don't have this exact color in the F2 scent. I like chompers. I also like the Vibra King 4 1/4. He's got the solid head to it, good for flipping. I love Power Team Lures tubes. I can open these up though, they're soaking in hog tonic. They smell really bad, so keep them sealed up. But you can make a tube look like whatever you want just by changing color, how you work it, maybe adding a little dye, and it's a really versatile bait. 3 of the ways I like to rig it. It's on a tube jig head. There's your standard Texas rig. And then with the weight rattle insert. The tube jig head I probably fish the least. It'll get snagged up, more often than the others. So I don't fish this one that much. But it's pretty straightforward. Just grab your tube. You can spin on it, maybe wet it a little bit, put some scent on it. This helps it slide in a little easier. So grab your tube, spread the tails, and slide it in. This is pretty straightforward. And the tube for this is completely hollow. It does not have a solid head. So once you get to the end, you can kind of see the eye there. Just push it through. And tie your line on. Okay, next way, just your standard Texas rig. I like the 2-aught KVD grip pins. I like a 3-aught owner, YGAP Plus. They're all good, Trocars, Gamakatsus. Depending on the brand, the size of the hook changes usually. So just kind of match it up and see what works best. But just your standard Texas rig. And the grip pins really hold that tube up nice. You can see it resting there right on the pin. Does not slide down. Just line it up. Poke it through. 1/4 ounce weight is usually the heaviest I like to go. Any heavier, you kind of lose the action of the fall. The tube has its best action on the fall. It more has a spiral action. And if you go too heavy a weight, you kind of lose that. So I kind of like to stick 1/4 or less. And the third way is just the tube rattle insert. Again, I'll spray that down a little bit. Again, this is a hollow tube I do this on. Push it all the way up to the head. And you got to feel for that hole in the side. Okay, once you find the hole, take your hook, go in the top of the weight. Then you want to come out the side of the weight. It's a little tricky to do, but kind of work it around in there. There you go. See, it's in the top, out the side. And you can use a little bigger hook when you do it this way too, because you don't have to worry about the weight hitting the top of the eye because it's inside the tube. And once you do that, it's just your standard Texas rig. Like I said, in the eye is poking out the top, but that's fine just because your weight is inside. Then this is a bigger tube, and I'll use like a 5-aught hook on this one because it's got the solid head. And just your standard Texas rig again. And like I said, this is good to flip with. But other than that, that's pretty much all I do with tubes. So I hope that helped you guys out. Thanks for watching.